I needed some sort of emotional support. I needed for someone to be there for me. But people call you on the phone, crying about what they got going on in their life. And immediately, it's almost like I've forgotten completely what I was going through. Because now your sadness is bothering me. I'm hurting because you hurting. So now I'm going to guide you out of what you got going on. You're going to get off the phone. A day or two later, you're going to call me and tell me how much better I made you feel, and I was right, and I'm so glad I called you. You know what, Deidre? Thank you so much. God bless you, girl. But they don't know that from the time I answered the phone to the time I got off the phone, all these days that's passed to the time they call me, I'm still in my own funk. You still see it right there. You gotta go up the ladder right there. I was like, you told me about the ladder before we got on the elevator. Why is it that you are always there when someone else needs your help? No matter what their situation is, you always seem to be there. You can't even be there for yourself. When they're having emotional issues, financial issues, but when it's time for you to be there for yourself, you don't have the time. You put yourself last because you are so busy helping other people and being there for somebody else. Why is it that every time someone calls you, no matter what they may need, you always are the one to offer the assistance? You may have next to nothing your own self, but as soon as they call you, you are the one who is always there helping people. We have families like that. They already know that one particular family member that they can call when they need help. You have friends out there. They always know who they can call when they need help because you're always gonna be there. You'll give them your last dime, your last everything. You'll give them the shirt off your back to help people, which I must say, it's nothing wrong with that, okay? But this needs to come a time when there's a tit for tat, okay? Don't let people use you. We don't want to let people use us, use and abuse us, okay? Use you up and you have nothing to give yourself. Do you know why they always come to you? They always come to you because they've come to know you as that person who's always going to be the one to help. Everybody know it's you. Everybody know. Your whole family know it's you. Oh, I ain't got it, baby. I wish I did. I wish y'all did. Go ask Linda. I'm pretty sure she got it. She'll be able to help you out. Yeah. Go ask Linda. When they sad and down, everybody else looking at them. You know how we do it. I'll pray for you. But then when they call you, you always got that ear. You're willing to listen to any and everything they got going on and help them, guide them through their situation. When they get off the phone with you, they feeling 100% better. Your door is always open. They know they can come to you because you have already been pinpointed as the person to go to. You're always on the phone when they call you, guiding people through their situation. It's just what you do. But what happens when things break loose in your own life and there's nobody there? Can you fix your own situation? Can you climb yourself up out of your own gutter? See, sometimes we spend a lot of time helping so many people until we forget about ourselves. And I can speak on this because y'all already know what I'm about to say. Been there, seen that, done all of that, okay? I was always that person that people would go to. So let me tell you a quick story. There were times when people would come to me about any and everything that they had going on. I help people. So I'm known to be the one that you can come to and ask whatever question you got, and I probably got an answer. If I don't have the answer, I'm looking the answer up for you. Like you can't look it up yourself. That's just who I am. I like to help people. I like to be there for people when they need assistance. Some people can take that a little bit too far. Okay, but that's another video. We'll talk about that right now. We're talking about why we can't seem to be there for ourselves, but we're always there for other people. Okay, so now back to my story. So I was always the person that someone would call when they had an issue. I was the person that someone would always contact when they're down and out, or if they needed to borrow a couple of dollars, okay? So one given time, I was going through it. I was having these issues. I didn't know what I was going to do the next day. I was thinking to myself, I wasn't in that mindset that I'm at now, where I'm like, you know what? I am going to pray about it, and then I'm going to get on my grind and start moving around, and I'm going to let God open doors for me. See, that's where I'm at today. But at one point, I was not at that point. I was worrying about every single move. Everything that needed to happen in my life had me all jittered, right? So I am facing this turmoil going on in my life. I'm counting dollars. I'm counting every penny. I'm trying to see exactly what I can spend when I go to the grocery store to make sure I got enough money to put gas in my car. Someone calls me. They need to borrow $10. Then you just hear me say, I'm talking to you. I'm talking to y'all. I'm counting money for gas and my groceries. But because I knew I was going to get some sort of income coming in the next week, I was like, you know what? I go ahead and give it. Let me give it. Let me go ahead and let it go. Because they were crying, whining. They going through some stuff. And to me, I'm thinking to myself, well, you know what? They're a little worse off than me right now, apparently, or they wouldn't be crying. But apparently, I was wrong. I was in just as much of a fix as they was. But I still gave it. Why are we always there for other people? There has been times when I have been down and out. Didn't know my left from my right. Didn't want to get out the bed. A lot of you guys can relate to that. You're so down and sometimes you're not sad. You just don't know what you're feeling at that moment. You just don't feel like it today. You're in that rut and you feel stuck and don't know what to do to get yourself out of it. There have been times that I've been like that. I needed some sort of emotional support. I needed for someone to be there for me. But people call you on the phone, crying about what they got going on in their life. And immediately, it's almost like I've forgotten completely what I was going through. Because now, your sadness is bothering me. I'm hurting because you're hurting. So now I'm going to guide you out of what you got going on. You're going to get off the phone. A day or two later, you're going to call me and tell me how much better I made you feel. And I was right. And I'm so glad I called you. You know what, Deidre? Thank you so much. God bless you, girl. But they don't know that from the time I answered the phone to the time I got off the phone, all these days that's passed to the time they call me, I'm still in my own funk. I couldn't even help myself, but I stopped to help someone else. Why is it that we do that? Why do we not make ourselves a priority? Now, believe me, I know already that there's going to be, especially for a lot of you who have yourself together, you already know what you're going to do from one day to the next. You don't need nobody to help you do most of the things that you got going on. You pushing it. You humping it. You making it work for yourself. I already know that most of you are not going to appear to other people to be one who would need help. You're not going to appear to other people that you have down days. They're not going to think you're down. They're not going to think that you have sad days. They're not going to think that sometimes your money is tight. Because to them, you got it together. And it all started because you opened that door. And now everybody's expecting you to be the one that they can always come to when they got a problem. You probably could help yourself a whole lot better. As a matter of fact, I know for sure you could. You could help yourself a whole lot better, because a lot of us now, if you are one of those people that I just mentioned, if you are a person who is always able to help someone else, they come to you because they feel like you got your stuff together, right? And at the same time, they right. A lot of you do. A lot of you do. And when you sit down and take time out and think things through, you can even pull yourself out of your own situations. Because that's the person that you are. You are the bomb. But you too busy helping so many other people until you have just thrown yourself by the wayside. Okay? You out like trash. So now you're still in this slump. Your money's getting lower. You're steady helping other people. And you probably could help yourself a whole lot faster, make yourself feel a whole lot better, ease all of the stress and anxieties you got going on in your life if you would take a lot of the energy that you put out on other people and pull some of that energy back in and start working things out for yourself. It's okay to help other people, because I don't want nobody to put no words in my mouth, okay? Don't put words in my mouth. But don't forget about you. Because when you drop somewhere because you are drained completely emotionally and it has started making you ill, your whole body is in a disarray and now you're looking crazy because somebody got to give you some oxygen. You think about it. You'll be thinking about it then for sure. That I should have slowed down a little bit, just a little bit, so that I can help myself. So those of you out there who were like me, who was giving your last to help someone, and then now you're finding yourself in a situation to where you probably can't dig your way out. You know what? Since we're on this, let's just go ahead and talk about it. And when it comes to that financial part of it, some of us, we already know. You give somebody something, and you know what's the first thing people tell you? Let me borrow such. I'll get back to you on Friday. Let me borrow such. I'll get back to you first of the month. Let me borrow such. I'm gonna bring it right back, and you ain't gonna never see it. See, putting your trust that somebody's gonna give you your money back, it's one of the reasons why a lot of us give our last. Then what happens when they don't come back? Your bill is coming around the corner. Now you've added all of this turmoil and strain on your life because you're entrusting to help other people. So it's okay, once again, to help folks. I'm not telling you don't help folks, okay? What I'm telling you is make sure that you have done all of your due diligence for yourself first. Get yourself in order first. You should make sure, just like they tell people, if you're deciding to have children, you decide you want to have a family and raise kids, okay, that's a good thing. But, also, kids are very expensive. So if you want to start having children, and right now you sitting over there on the couch every day, you ain't doing nothing. So what you probably need to do is make sure that you get your life right. Get your finances in order. At least do enough to where you'll feel comfortable, at least for the first couple of years of this child's life, so that you don't be stressing and straining and worrying about how you gonna get milk, how you gonna get diapers, how you gonna get bottles. The baby needs some onesies. How you gonna pay for daycare? Get yourself together before you can help someone else. That's all I'm saying. Start putting yourself to the forefront. Put everybody back here. Put them back here where they belong, because this is where they belong. Put them back here and move yourself to the front and take care of you first, okay? And that way, the next time you get a call on the phone and someone is stressing and someone is crying and they want you to help them, or you just find yourself talking to someone who is in distress and they're begging for some sort of assistance, they have no idea of their way out of no way, and you right there to help, you'll feel good about helping and walk away knowing you helped with a smile on your face and not still worried about what you left behind in your own house. Y'all know what to do. Like, subscribe, turn on the notification bell. I'll be bringing you back something later. Thank you guys so much for watching. Enjoy the rest of your blessed day.